superior. I don't think anyone is more of a prize. I'm not snitching on my best friend. I feel like a man should have the right to decide whether he wants to be in that kid's life or not. There are cases where some women are just, I think women hate men too. Honestly, there's some women that just hate men. They get in a relationship with them because it's easy. I need one that is a leader and protective and is somewhat intimidating. But you're not really a man. You can't really fend for yourself. You have no sense of urgency, no hustle, no ambition. They're not growing up because they don't want to. They're expecting someone to come save them. Got a thing for some short kings. I can't lie. You could be short and
My
fine.
short kings.
And a lot of you guys ain't got no game. You guys think that because you're good looking, that's all you have to be.
Sensational.
Today on Sensational Reviews and Tutorials, we're going to do things a little differently. I got my roommate here.
Hi.
And we're going to go through a couple questions I found on YouTube from my guy Cooley. And we're going to get her point of view on things. Because, she's a regular female. Not on any dating shows or anything like that. So
The average mojo over here, guys.
all right, so let's get into the video, guys. Hopefully you guys like it. If you have any questions for Steph, you can ask down in the comments. Now, let's see.
Entitled, they think a ring is given and not earned. They think they are the prize.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good question. Y'all think got a prize? Who's the prize in a relationship, man or the woman?
Alright. So, what do you think is the prize? Man or woman?
I still feel like this is like the dumbest question in the world. There is no person that I think is the greater prize because this entire question implies that someone is more superior than the other, and that's just not the case. I believe that each person brings their own strengths to the relationship in the sense that they're supposed to be a leader. I feel that the man would be considered the prize only because they're supposed to be leading, they're supposed to be bringing protection and the fruit home to their family, but in the sense that women also have bigger strengths than men when it comes to certain things because we are the nurturers, we are the educators at home, we make the home the home. There's a lot that we do that men just don't. So yes, I think that it's a dumb question. I don't believe that anyone is superior. I don't think anyone is more of a prize. But
So you think it's more 50?
I think it's 50-50. But if someone's like, you have to pick, I'm going to say the man.
Gun to your head.
Yes,
Yeah.
because even though women are the ones that can bear the children, we can't have kids by ourselves. We still need you guys. So, yeah. Yep.
How long have you been single for?
How long have you been single?
I don't know. Almost 2 years, I think. About.
Okay.
Feels like forever.
February?
February.
Yes.
Okay. Who broke up with who?
Who broke up with who?
He broke up with me. I was dumped, for sure.
I broke up with him.
You broke up with him?
Yes.
What did you do wrong?
What do you feel like you did wrong? Or if you didn't do anything wrong, you consider that as well.
I want to say I was an overthinker, to be honest. I feel like I didn't have full control of my emotions, so I was over emotional, and I feel like sometimes that made situations worse than what it could have been. Yeah, I feel like those were some of my biggest flaws in the relationship. What I think I did wrong was my way of responding to things quicker than I probably should have. I should have listened a little bit more, I think, and not been so quick to anger. Because at the end of the day, either someone's going to want to hear you or they're not. And yelling and being mad isn't going to change it. So,
Do you feel like you were more masculine than you should have been in your relationship?
I don't feel like I was more masculine. I just feel like I was more outspoken than the person that I was with was willing to deal with. They didn't have really any patience, and I'm the type of person that my personality is kind of loud, and either you can handle it or you can't. So
Okay. Let's see what else they got for us here.
No, I mean, maybe some things, but no, he.
Oh, him. I didn't ask that. I said, what you do wrong?
No, I did the breaking up.
Okay, I
That's
know
what
you
you
did the
did
breaking
wrong.
up, but I didn't ask that question.
What
What
did I
did you
do wrong?
Yeah, you didn't do nothing wrong in the relationship.
No, everyone does something wrong.
Okay.
Everyone does something
Pick out
wrong.
one. Give me one thing you did wrong and one thing he did wrong.
Something I did wrong. I guess I get too anxious about stuff. I feel like a lot of people who have been through bad relationships get like anxious about certain
You
things.
start projecting.
A little bit.
There we go.
I'm working on it. I'm in therapy. I'm working on it.
Okay.
What he did wrong, why I broke up with him, was he wanted me to lose weight.
I guess that's like 2 questions. So, do you feel like he did anything wrong in the relationship?
Yeah, a relationship doesn't just end because of one freaking person most of the time. Um, I don't feel like he liked me that much, to be honest. It was like a weird relationship how it even started in the first place. Uh, he wasn't very empathetic or patient, and we just couldn't really see eye to eye on some things. He was logical, and I cared about how I felt, how others feel about things. So, yeah, I just feel like he wasn't very attentive to me. Like, I kind of just existed in the background.
Okay. And would you have, let's say that your ex, would you have left your ex if he told you you needed to lose weight? You do that?
Would I have left him if he told me I needed to lose weight?
Yeah.
I feel like asking your significant other to lose weight isn't a bad thing. It just really depends on your approach on it. Some people are mean when they say things. They don't care about how you feel. If you walk up to your significant other and you're just like, you're disgusting, I will never touch you again, you're a slob, like, look at yourself, and you're putting them down and belittling them. No, that's never appropriate because that's hurtful. You don't talk to someone like that. You don't degrade them and make them feel shitty about themselves just because you're not attracted to them anymore. If you really care about that person, there's a way to approach them. Let them know, hey, let's start getting back in the gym. What can we do to get healthier? Let's change our diets. Be encouraging and have good motive and intent with the things that you say. Be understanding and aware that it's probably a touchy subject for them too, because most of the time when someone is overweight or they're fat and they're in a relationship, there was probably something going on in that relationship that caused them to be depressed or sad, or something going on that made them let themselves go. And it's probably a touchy subject for them because not only do they know you see it, but they're the ones having to look at that every single day in the mirror. So I wouldn't care if my significant other had told me, hey, I think you got to start going to the gym or something, and went to the gym with me and started encouraging me and pushing me, and we started changing our diet and being healthier and doing all kinds of different things, then that's okay because you're trying to motivate me. You're helping me get healthier and pushing me to be better by also doing it with me and leading by example, not just sitting here and talking at me and tell me what I need to do, but you're doing the exact opposite. You're eating fat food, but every single day, all you want to eat is fat food. So make it, it just depends. Lead by example. I don't feel like as a partner, you should say anything to your partner if you are doing the same exact things. Some people's bodies take to things different. Maybe my metabolism's slow and my significant other's was fast, and they were just skinny because the moment that they ate something, it came right out of them. And for me, I hold on to it. But they had the nerve to judge me for what I eat, but we eat and live in the same house and eat the same food. So it's like, why would you say that if this is all we ever have in the house? And when I want to change the diet, you don't want to. So you don't also make it easier for me to be healthy and do what I want to do because you're not encouraging me as a significant other, as a partner, or someone who supposedly cares about me. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's a good question. I mean, I feel like you should be able to say that to your partner. It's just how you say it.
Yeah. Depends how you say it, I guess. Yeah. Would you go as far as breaking up with them though?
Yeah,
Like even if like,
absolutely. I would definitely break up with you if you came at me disrespectful. Obviously, you don't care about how I feel and you're disgusted by me, then let me do me, take care of myself, and let's just move on. You don't have to be around me if you're not in, you don't want to encourage me to be better. If you're disgusted by me, then free yourself from that.
Okay. Let's see what else they got. Let's go to another question.
Would you rather cheat on the love of your life or snitch on your best friend for cheating on her man?
Snitch on my best friend.
Alright. So what you think? You gonna pick your best friend or your man?
To be honest with you, I feel like if I really don't know that you're the love of my life and we're just starting to get to know each other and I'm just like, that honeymoon phase where y'all just in love and everything's perfect, I'm not snitching on my best friend. But if you're really my man, like it's me and you, we locked in day and night, like I know what every part of your body smell like and you know mine, like we're locked in for life like that. Oh, I'm snitching on my best friend to keep you. For sure, because you're the person I have to lay my head with at the end of the night. We do everything together. We're planning our future together. I'm gonna grow old with you, die with you. You're gonna know all of me. I'm gonna know all of you. So yeah, if you're my life partner, my best friend should understand why I would want to tell him the truth to save my relationship. Because if you're really my best friend, one, you would have never put me in that situation. Two, if you did put me in that situation and it came down to me keeping my relationship by having to tell him what you did, I'm snitching. And you don't have to understand. Otherwise, we're not really friends, are we? My man. For sure.
So you throwing your best friend under the bus?
Hey, man. She don't put me to sleep the way he will, so.
Let's see what else we got here.
He says, if women have power to go through okay, let me use another word. If women have power to throw out the baby, should men have the same power to abandon the baby? Okay, so since women have power to abort the baby, should men have power to abandon the baby? Let's start with.
So what do you think? Do you feel like since women have the power to,
Child.
you can't say that. I gotta delete that, but yes. Do you feel like the man should have the right to abandon that child?
I feel like if women have the right to choose the life of their fetus and what's going to happen to it moving forward during its growing phases, I feel like a man should have the right to decide whether he wants to be in that kid's life or not. And the only reason I'm saying that, and a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, but yes, y'all made a decision to lay together and something came from that. But if you go to him and he's like, hey, I'm not ready for this, we did not plan this, and you agreed, like, hey, this was not planned, like, I'm not really trying to have a child, but you decide to still have that kid and you know that he did not want the baby, did not want to have the child, he's not ready, he's not in a place, he barely can take care of himself, and then you decide to have this kid knowing you can't take care of it, and you burden this man with child support and trying to make him do all this stuff for this kid, and you're also burdening yourself and whoever. Maybe y'all don't see it like burdening, maybe you're like, it's a blessing, and cool, that's a blessing, it can be, but at the same time, if you're not ready, why make each other or another person struggle, especially if you don't know that person? What if it was just a one-night stand? You want to be stuck with a stranger forever? You don't know that person. What if you find out that they're terrible and you hate their family and you're like, geez, like all of this from one night of having fun, like it's not worth it. I feel like if women can choose whether or not they want to keep it, a man should be able to choose whether or not he's going to stay. And at the end of the day, people still choose. Men are going to choose whether they want to be around or not. But at the end of the day, if you're choosing to keep child knowing that a man told you flat out to your face that he didn't want to keep it, and he really isn't there once the baby is born, you can't actually be that mad because why did you hold an expectation to a person you barely know?
So you don't think he should have to pay like child support and stuff if he
What?
didn't want to keep the baby?
No. What if it was reversed? What if like the dads were the ones awarded custody first? You know, like what if most states were father states where the woman had the child, and if the father was deemed the more responsible one, they made more money or whatever the case was, and they were given the child right off the bat. Like,
Well, I mean, that would be a question for you. You're a girl.
I'm just saying, like women, we would not be cool with that. I'm telling you right now. What any girl that I've heard any story of, yeah.
If the roles were reversed,
Any story I've heard of women having to pay child support, it'd be like the end of the world. Some of these women make so much money, and they be talking about you got to pay $1,000 a month in child support. These girls be having a heart attack. They're like, I have to pay for this child. Like, you bared it. What? I am so confused here. Like, if you don't want the baby, you shouldn't. I just feel like if you don't want to be involved, then there should be something you should do to be able to get yourself out of that and not be involved and not be held liable. Because if that parent is choosing to keep something that you guys didn't agree to, then it should be their responsibility because you're the one that decided to take responsibility of doing that on your own. Sorry, it's a touchy topic. It's weird.
I mean, it is.
That was a long one.
Okay, so let's see.
All of y'all single moms besides one. So show of hands. Do you think you deserve a man in the top percentile? Now let me tell you what the top percentile is. The top percentile is, let's go with height, just 6 foot. If you want a man that's 6 foot or above, that's only about 15% of the population. Or it could be even less than that. If you want a man to make $100K minimum, that's about 10%. You looked it up recently. Okay, so yeah, it's 10% of the population. Yeah. Okay. So with that being said,
Kids are no kids.
Well, that's the
No,
thing.
you meant
If the
kids
men have kids.
Okay, so I didn't understand the question.
Well, if the man has kids or if he doesn't have kids, regardless of that, only 10% of men make 100K.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So now the question is, now since you know what the percentile is, just based off of height, because that's what's important to, and based off of income, because that's what's really important. So as a single mother, if you want a guy that's in the top percentile, do you think you deserve that man? So show of hands, do you think you deserve a man in the top percentile? Show of hands. Got one.
Okay, well, you're not a single mother, but do you feel as though a single mother deserves a man in the top percentile?
I can't speak on that.
You can't speak on that?
I'm not a mother. I can't say whether a mother should feel like she's worth a man that is higher valued. I don't agree with the statement that a high value man is someone that makes $100K a year and that is 6 foot, because there can be a completely terrible person who makes $100K a year who is over 6 foot tall. That means absolutely nothing. So no, I don't believe that's a high valued man.
Well,
I think that this
you're not a
question
single
is
mother,
crazy.
so I mean, you probably don't want to speak for them. So, do you feel you deserve a man in the top
On the
percentile?
base of what this is saying a high valued man is, no. I don't want to say that, because I can care less if the man is over 6 feet and if he makes $100K a year. How are you treating me? Do you treat other people well? Are you a good person? I deserve a man that's like that. I deserve a man that's respectful and loving and caring and nurturing to me. A leader, actual man, one that's capable of making things happen. I feel like I deserve that. But high valued as in the sense that he has to make $100K a year and, he's over 6 feet.
Okay, we're gonna do a side note here, guys. My roommate is single, right? So if you guys have any questions for her,
Why would you say
you
that?
can ask that down in the comments.
Leave me alone.
I'm trying to find how
He did not ask me permission to put me on blast like that, y'all. That is rude.
That Holiday's home, send them $5. Shout out to the big homies on the couch. Ladies, if you were in a burning building, what sex would you prefer to come and save you? Stop the cap, okay?
Would you rather man or female come save you if you were in a in a building
If
on
I was
fire.
in a building on fire, I would
Yeah.
want a man to come save me. One of them big old firefighters, all types of muscles. Throw me over your shoulder, pick me up, and save me for sure.
You
I
that guy?
trust these men far more. I'm sorry, but
She likes firefighters.
uniform. No, for sure, man to come save me. Sorry, but if anyone's being sacrificed in this fire,
Man.
Oh, like what? Okay.
Yeah, what
I
gender?
mean, man, obviously.
Man, okay. Yeah.
A man, duh.
An alpha man.
Okay.
That's not even a question,
Very
man.
specific.
All right. A man. All right. They all passed. They passed that test.
That was a
Then
test?
Carter Benjamin says in $2, he says, ladies, why can you follow your boss, but not a man?
Here we go.
And
Why do you feel like there's women who can follow their boss but not their man?
I don't understand. What?
So if you have a male boss at work, right? You have a man at home.
Okay.
A lot of women can do what they have to do at work. They can listen to their boss, but when they come home, they don't listen to their man. So why do you feel that is?
Oh, that's the question. Why women feel like they'll listen to their boss over listening to their man at home.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's the man's fault?
Do I feel like that's the man's fault? Gosh, I don't really have an answer for this question. That's super strange. Why do women feel like they can?
I mean, and
at work, that's making my money. That's how I'm living. Yes, I'm gonna do what I have to do there because I have to. But when I come home, I don't want to feel like I'm being bossed around.
well,
You're not
isn't
my
he there to
boss.
protect and provide for you? So
You can protect and provide for me without having to tell me what to do all the time and micromanaging me. I'm not your employee. I'm supposed to be your partner, your significant other, and your equal,
so
not
you feel
anything
like
beneath you.
so you feel like listening to your man is him micromanaging you?
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm not saying that you can't listen to your man, but there's a difference between being my boss and also being my partner. I don't mind listening to my man, but it's all also in the matter of how you're speaking to me.
There's
You're
women out
talking
there.
at me like you're trying to tell me what to do and boss me around our home. No, I'm not going to listen to you because why are you trying to boss me around? You're not above me. Relax.
Okay, so you believe in equal partners.
Yeah, if we're both doing exactly as much in this home together to keep it alive and upflow, absolutely, we're equal partners.
She wants an equal partner, guys. All right, let's see what else they got.
Let's start with you.
This is a response.
This is generally speaking. It's not maybe just specifically about you, but generally speaking, why? Like the question is like generally speaking, not y'all, but all women in general, right? And y'all kind of know, like, yeah, girl, she doing good, she got a good job, or not even a good job. You know, women tend to, choose men that get into relationships where they don't really respect that guy, but they respect the boss. The boss say, coming at this time, do this, they doing it. The man say anything, breathe the wrong way. What? I'm posting a thirst trap the next day, and they looking for a replacement. They monkey branching immediately. So since women are in a relationship with a man, and that's who they spread their legs open to, and they get dominated, and they're submissive, and that's sex is the most ultimate form of submission. So they're doing the most ultimate form of submission, but not respecting their man. So their boss, that's not the ultimate form of submission, working for someone, labor work. It's a submissive act, but it's not as submissive of laying on your back and getting round and wanting it as well. Desiring it. You get what I'm saying? That's very submissive. Doing all the things, doing all that. I'm just saying though, when you're trying to differentiate the two, like why don't women want to submit to their man that they choose, but they submit to the boss?
Did that clear it up a little more specific, like what he meant? Same response.
No, because honestly, what? That confused me even more. So he's talking about like women also being only submissive when they're having, intimacy with their partner, but not during other aspects. Like I'm confused because if that's the case, yeah, I think
No, he's saying that if that's the ultimate form of being submissive, is
Of being
having
submissive is
having
only
sex.
doing that.
Yeah, no, he's saying that's the most ultimate form
Yeah, but
of
that's
submissing. So right, so
easy.
just
Most
listen. He's saying that's the most submissive. Like, okay, we got that part right. Now, what he's saying is, if that is the most submissive you can be, labor work isn't as being as submissive as that. So
Mhm.
why is it you can listen to your boss, but then there's men that you get with that you can't listen to? I personally just feel like that would come down to the man. Obviously, he's giving off some type of feminine aura or whatever, to where she ain't gonna listen to him, because she he should be doing his thing,
To be honest, most
It
of
should
the
be a
time,
natural. I feel like it's not really like he should be telling you what to do, or you should be listening to what he's saying. I mean, it's like he should be leading and doing what he should be doing as a man, as well as a female should be doing what she does as a female. So if it naturally flows, I don't feel like it's per se someone it doesn't have to be so black and white, right?
I would say if the man is really giving off that leading shit, I don't think a woman is gonna have any hard time bowing down to him. I also feel like if she respects him fully, if she doesn't respect him or he's shown her that she can't respect him or he doesn't respect her in return, most women are not going to be submissive. I've found that women are their most submissive when they're being cared for and loved and, you know, yeah, just taken care of for real in like every aspect.
Okay, so you come some, so it's like you feel like he's lacking in something
Yeah,
for
the
you
man is
not to
definitely
ultimately
lacking.
submit.
There are cases where some women are just, I think women hate men too. Honestly, there's some women that just hate men. They get in a relationship with them because it's easy, but in all reality, they're never gonna listen to them because they're the ones that,
I mean, you also got those men out there that like it. So,
yeah, I don't know. I guess it just depends. Yeah.
so would you be with a man that wanted you to boss him
Um, in what sense? Because to be honest with you, I don't want to feel like I'm the masculine one or I'm the one like leading. Because if I have to be able to boss my man around everywhere, I'm gonna get bored of you real fast. Like I need dominance in my life, and if you can't give that while also having a soft side for me and being nice and loving to me, then I don't know. I don't mind a man that doesn't mind me telling him a little bit what to do during certain moments, but like I don't need him letting me bully him because then he's gonna look like he's weak, and I don't need a man that's weak. I need one that is a leader and protective and is somewhat intimidating. I don't want someone to just roll up on us. I want them to look at him 3 times like, should I go over there? I ain't even gonna approach him. I want someone that has that aura to them. Like, don't even try it. And a man that lets me bully him ain't gonna have that aura because they gonna look at me like I'm the threatening one. They're gonna be like, yeah, she might pop me. Let me not do that.
So if you feel if a man is too soft,
People will try you.
you would put your hands on him?
When did I say that? That's
I'm just a question.
crazy.
I'm just asking. Hey, I'm
No.
asking if you
The
ever beating them, then you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't believe in hitting men. That's not who I am. That's not okay to me in any way. I don't believe people should be hitting each other. If you're gonna argue, argue. Y'all can say whatever you want with your mouth, all you want. Run your mouth at me all day if you want to. Don't ever put your hands on me. That's never appropriate. That's not okay. I don't believe in hitting people. My dad raised me better than that. He did tell me that if, as a woman, you should know that there's men that are just naturally going to be stronger than you. Yes, there are some women that are stronger than some men. Y'all can fight. I'm going to give you that. But some of us aren't built that way, and that is okay. Some of us are a little bit more delicate, I'll say. My dad told me if you want to hit a man, just prepare to get hit like a man. And I'm good. I've been beat up a couple times by some men, and I'm good for real, for real. I don't believe in hitting people because, let's say you are in a rage and you do hit me and I hit you back. That's just gonna make you angrier. You might just keep hurting me. Just leave me alone at this point. So no,
True.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna instigate the situation
With
more.
that being said, have you put your hands on a man before?
Have I ever put my hands on a man? I ain't gonna lie. In high school, I beat up a couple dudes. but they were bullying somebody.
We're talking about your man now.
My man,
Have you ever beat up your man?
I ain't never beat up my own man before. I may have thrown a couple plates and some candles and things around the house, but beat him up is crazy. I may have slapped a man once.
Yeah, I take that information as that.
But they said something real crazy in my face, and I was like, "Ugh."
All right, let's see what else we got here.
I have a question.
Okay.
All
sure.
right. I have a question. What is going on with today's society? There's so many Peter Pans.
What's a Peter Pan?
A Peter Pan is a boy that doesn't want to grow up.
Okay.
He wants to stay in whatever fantasy land he's in and doesn't grow. We have a lot of grown ass men, quote unquote, that are children. So what is going on? Where did the gap? What happened? Like, I mean, I grew up in a time, I guess because I'm 39, that like they were really good quality men out there.
Yeah.
And now it's like men expect to be supported, taken care of. Like, I'm your mom.
Uh-huh.
So what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that there's like this whole epidemic of boy?
Panty boys.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we can go around the panel with that question.
Okay. So what's your take on that? What you think?
I didn't hear the question.
You didn't hear the question?
What's the question?
You want to rewatch the clip or do you?
You can tell me.
Oh, yeah. Basically, the question is, why do you feel like men aren't growing up and becoming men while they're staying kind of like boys? That's what they ask.
That's a question for a man, though.
It can be for women. It can be for men. He's asking a panel for.
But she just asked the question to him, like, why aren't men growing up? So I'm gonna tell you my input on why I think men.
Yeah. Why do you feel? Yeah, it's a
Okay.
question. I mean, you said you don't feel like you can answer the question. You don't want to.
No, it's fine. So I think men aren't growing up, at least in my opinion, for some men that I've met. They're reliant on everybody around them. They're not actually men. Yeah, you're an adult, I guess, but you're not really a man. You can't really fend for yourself. You have no sense of urgency, no hustle, no ambition. You don't have none of that going on for you. So I feel like some men, because they grew up in just having friends and everything given to them, that when they're thrown out in the real world and they have to take care of themselves, they're just lost and making it day by day because they have zero game plan for themselves. They have no way of taking care of themselves. They're not growing up because they don't want to. They're expecting someone to come save them. Their mom, their dad, a friend, a significant other. Some of these guys are addicted to being in relationships because they need a way out. They need someone to always save them because they can't save themselves. Those are the people y'all need to stay away from. The ones that have been in 15 million relationships. Most of the time it's because they can't take care of themselves. They never have money. They never have a car. They're always borrowing someone's stuff. They're always sleeping on someone's couch. Like,
You've been with a couple of these guys?
yeah, I dated 2 of them. It's terrible. I thought I could fix them. It didn't work out.
That's a good question there. Do you feel like you would rather a man already put together, or do you like the fix it kind of project guys?
I'm kind of in the middle of that because I don't really need a man that's completely put together. But geez, you need to be on your way of doing something. You need to be in the process of getting your life together. You need to be doing something. I don't need someone that's completely broken and they're coming to me like, damn, I ain't got no job. My phone only works in Wi-Fi. I ain't gone to a doctor in 15 years. I'm blind, got no glasses, don't own a bank. I don't have a bank account, have no place to live. I got one left shoe, like crazy talk over here. Like, no, I just, I can't. What?
Okay, so I mean, I think that's our last clip actually. Let me check it. That's our last clip. So for the closeout, I mean, we've already said that you were single, right? So we'll go over a couple of questions. Maybe someone out there might be interested in taking you out on an amazing date. What is your type? What are you looking for in a guy?
I don't have a type. I'm not looking for anybody, to be honest with you. At this point, I feel like this person's gonna flow into my life. I don't really have like an image that I have for them in my head of what they're gonna look like. I just feel like this person is going to be strong and assertive in their presence. They're gonna want something for themselves. They're gonna have a game plan. They're gonna have things in progress. I don't know if they're gonna have kids or not. I seem to have this weird trend of finding guys that all have children. It's like I'm destined to be a stepmother, but fingers crossed that there's still good fish in the sea with no kids. We'll see. Um, but yeah, I'm also not against kids. Children love me, and I'm an amazing stepmother. All of my children miss me. Okay.
So,
So I
how
don't
old
have
are
a.
you? I mean,
Um,
or how young are you? I don't wanna be rude.
I'm 26, but I turned 27 in May.
Okay. Um, do you want kids? That's something you want in the future? Or
Um,
no, preferably.
to be honest with you, I love children. I like the idea of them. I'm just not entirely sold on the fact that I'm going to be the one with children in my family. I don't know. I feel like, yes, I would like to have kids, but if I couldn't have kids, I guess I would have to live with that and be okay with it. So I've already accepted that maybe I may not be able to have children just because of some, prior health issues. So I don't know. If I could have kids, for sure. But I'm also not in any hurry to have children. I'm not in any rush. I'm not any concerned about having kids. Either it comes or it doesn't. I would love to have one because who wouldn't want to see a mini version of themselves and have someone to love forever that'll love you back? But yeah, I don't know. I guess it just depends on the person too. If they don't want children and they just want us to live our lives happy and free together, traveling and doing all kinds of stuff, sure. If you don't want to have a child in the mix of that, that's fine. If they did, then we'll see what we can do and see if we can have kids. I don't know. Depends on the person.
Do you have a height preference?
A height preference?
Hmm.
Yeah, I got a thing for some short kings. I can't lie. You could be short and
My short
fine.
kings?
All right, but you gotta be okay with me in high heels still, because even if you're shorter than me, I'm gonna still put my heels on, and I might be taller than you, and I hope that's okay, because there's some short men out there
Is there
that are
too short?
so wrong. Too short. I don't want anyone under, I guess, 5'3", 5'4".
That's
Uh,
not bad. That's not-
yeah, 5'3", 5'4". 5'3" is pushing it. I don't think I would go shorter than that. If I did, man, you must have taken me by surprise.
Does he have to make a certain amount? Does he have to make over a certain amount? Under? Like, is there too
No.
low of an amount? Like,
I don't care
could-
what your yearly intake is. Just be able to
so
take care of
10,000
your
a
bill.
year? Too little? Too much?
10K a year. Let's be
What if he's
realistic.
making 10K a year?
Okay,
That's minimum wage after taxes and child support.
it's so sad. Which is also why I'm like, I don't know if I want someone with kids. To be for real with you, I just want the man that I'm with to be able to afford to take care of himself. I don't want to come into his life and him starting needing me to start doing everything for him and picking up all of his slack when he's honestly just not doing enough to do it. Do enough. That's what I'm asking for. Your yearly income doesn't have to be over 100,000. You don't have to make $100,000 a year, but you should be able to take care of yourself, because I would require someone to do for them what I'm able to do for myself. Pay your bills, be able to splurge on yourself every now and then, do nice things for yourself, and also save. Be big on saving your money, please. So yeah, your yearly intake is not what I'm concerned about. It's what you're doing with your money, and are you able to take care of yourself? So yeah, that'll matter to me. I'm not trying to be everyone's mother. I feel like I've had a terrible habit of meeting people that I've had to take care of our entire relationships, and honestly, I'm so over that. My next person needs to have their shit together because I'm walking every single time.
No race preference? Like white boys?
No race preference. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been with a Mexican before, so I'm down to try Spanish dude. I've also never dated a white guy. I don't know. Maybe a white dude. Asian? I don't know. I don't have a race preference. I really don't. I'm honestly just for whoever treats me right. That may come in any shade, height, size, whatever color you are. It just depends, how you gonna be to me.
Okay. Think of any other questions? You have any last words for the camera?
Yeah, you gotta be funny too. I can't have nobody that's dry in my life. Be funny, be a little spontaneous, be able to like be in the moment and not try to rush all the time. Live in the moment sometimes with me because I'm the type of person that values the little things in life, and those little moments mean everything to me. If you can just sit and enjoy a sunset with me or enjoy the weather outside while we smoke a blunt or something, like, or if you don't smoke and you want to have a coffee with me or you want to drink, whatever you're into, like, I'm up for it, but live in the moment with me. Don't make me feel like we're just living two separate moments in the same space. So yeah, be a fun person, be open to being loving and learning each other's love language. I don't want someone who's all about themselves. That's not it for me. I value quality time.
Do you have any advice for some of the guys who are having trouble getting women?
I do, actually. I was just talking to some of my guy friends about that recently.
I don't have this issue, just so y'all know. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyways, so stop being so
tripping.
thirsty and desperate, y'all. Seriously, like if it didn't work for you by just saying hello and trying to introduce yourself, what makes you think that you sending unsolicited videos and pictures of yourself in inappropriate ways are going to make the girl like you anymore? It's not going to work. And two, if you really want the girl to like you or want to go out with you, be assertive and dominant in your decision. Be confident in yourself, because I'm telling you right now, almost every woman can tell when a man is not confident in himself. If you're coming to her and you're asking all of her friends to come and get her number for you, that girl is not going to take you serious. Why? Because you did not have the bolas to freaking talk to her yourself. You didn't. You didn't have the nerve to come in and get in her face and be like, hello, I think you're gorgeous and I'd like to get to know you. Could I get your phone number? Nothing like that. And a lot of you guys ain't got no game. You guys think that because you're good looking, that's all you have to be. You can just hop in a girl's inbox and be like, hi. And you guys want to hit everybody with abbreviated words, WID, IDC. Well, all this bullshit. Like, you guys are grown. If you're trying to talk to grown women, have grown conversations. Come at us more than 3-lettered freaking words and stuff like that and weird videos and pictures.
So you got guys in your inbox just saying hi?
There's people saying hi to themselves for 7 years. People are sad.
Okay, hold on. For my guys out there, stop talking to no one. That is not a good look. It's
not, especially she's never giving you game and you keep asking the same thing over and over and over again. It's just looking sad.
Right.
But yeah, guys, honestly, my advice to you is be confident in yourselves. Know what you want and own that. And also be confident in how you look, because if you're not even confident with how you walk out of your house, what makes you think that a girl's going to look at you and be like, yeah, that guy knows what he wants, or she's going to be that interested in you? You're just shy and off in the corner hidden away. You're not sure of yourself. I think being sure of yourself and knowing what you want before you do it, I think that means everything, because first impressions are everything. And if you don't seem like you know what the heck is going on with your life, your style's everywhere, you don't even know how to speak to a girl, you're losing in every category. And then hit that with the no car and sleeping on your best friend's couch, you messed up, man.
Who?
You messed up.
Dated a guy sleeping on his best friend's couch?
Dated a couple guys sleeping on their friends' couches. Unfortunately. I mean, they eventually got their own place and it was a weird middle stage, but at some point I should have seen red flags, and I'm just like a very forgiving person and understanding, where I'm like, yeah, life happens, everything's gonna be okay, this isn't a pattern.
Would you ever take back one of your exes?
To be honest, no. Not one of them. I've thought about it. One of my exes, I thought I cared about them enough to do that, but I finally just had to pull the I had to pull the rose-colored shades off of my eyes and realize that there was nothing there. And there probably never really was anything serious there. I think it was just a sad situation bringing people together.
Okay. Any future or any words for your future husband? He's talking to him right now.
Bae, I miss you. This place is ghetto. Come get me. I don't want to be alone anymore. I just want to cook you breakfast and massage you and wash your body. Let me just be your everything. Just come hold me.
Okay, YouTube. That's all we got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with Steph and the questions we had for her and her outlook on today's society and the men and dating pool we deal with.
Yeah.
But you guys have a good one and stay safe.
Bye, guys. Have a good night or a good day.